Hello everyone, Dusty Fly Guy here, and today the Resident Evil 3 port for Mac and iOS has just launched, so we're going to be testing it on a M1 iPad Air and the M4 Mac Mini. Let's get started. So we're going to start with the iPad Air, and my settings are for graphics. We're running it at 1600 by 11. We can probably put it up to around 1080p. Middle effects you can set to quality or performance. Otherwise motion blur and all these other settings are on. But I'm just going to keep it at the default settings they recommend. So I've played this game before, it's a great game. And basically this game is set before Resident Evil 2, basically as it's happening, because as we know, Leon arrives late in Resident Evil 2. We can see the reflections are pretty good. Skip all this. Basically that was all just a nightmare. And now we're into the normal third person view. Unfortunately, I can't get a frame rate cap running on the iPad, but this is running pretty good. And we can even up the resolution if we wanted to. I think it looks excellent on the iPad display. So there's Nemesis is on the loose. He's going to barge through the exit door soon. That's pretty much the main Nemesis in this game. You see what they do there. And it basically chases Jill throughout the game and just harasses her pretty much the whole game. So the main thing about this game is escaping Raccoon City, similar to Resident Evil 2, but Resident Evil 2 you're kind of just going for vengeance. As you can see, there's a lot of reflections, the graphics are pretty good. I would easily play this game, like very easily. Cutscenes are running good. Again, we're running at a pretty high resolution. It doesn't really matter, but you could bump the resolution up. I wouldn't recommend turning off mental effects unless you've got like M3 or newer. But the iPad seems totally playable. Hopefully we get to a gun soon. Oh, I didn't remember that happening. So far seems very playable. And there's currently also a 75% off sale if you get the game before, I believe it's April 16th. So you have like a month. Oh, dodged. I just want to get the gun. I remember we go up to the... Oh, this is a cool camera angle. I remember we go up to the... What is it? The car park, and then we get the car. So I'm only going to be playing this intro because I don't have the actual game yet. But we'll be getting it. I just kind of don't want to spoil the game. And it's just best for testing. Skip. Come on, surely we get the gun soon. I don't exactly remember when we get the gun. We got an achievement there, so that confirms the game does support Apple achievements, if you care about that. I'm trying to full screen it, but I'm not. It's a bit hard. Right, I think that's the full screen. As you can see, the environments look really good and it's got pretty good graphics. Honestly, I played the game on my Steam Deck and it looked pretty good there, but this looks way better. A fake Top Gun poster, that's pretty cool. Either way, Jill needs to run. Here's the gun. I think it's just a standard Glock. It is. So the game is autofire. It's a bit hard to aim through a delay, but see, I'm not pushing the trigger, it's automatically firing. I don't really like that. It's cool for if using a controller, if using touchscreen, but I don't see why you'd want that on if using a controller. And we can't run that way and we're out of ammo, so... what do they want us to do? Can we crawl through that? We can. Bust with the zombie in it. I don't remember the run button, I think it's left stick, I don't know why it's holding LB. Run to the parking garage roof, so I'm going to switch to the Mac Mini as soon as we get to the parking garage roof and have that battle. I think this dude's a bit skeptical of us. He thinks we are sick, but we're not. This game looks amazing, but the game's running really good on the iPad. I think it looks amazing. The hair doesn't look bad on iPad. I think they've used a different type of metal effects because the hair looks a lot better, as you can see. So I don't think we should even try to talk to that guy. There's some more ammo, thankfully. Standard 9mm. For some reason it's showing an Xbox trigger, Xbox controls. Oh, here we go. What buttons? They don't have Switch buttons, which is weird, but they have PS5 buttons. That's cool. I'm using a DualSense controller, and it seems like it supports most of the features. I don't think we have the, I forget what the trigger is called, the adjustable trigger. But it does support the light up on the controller, which is very cool. So I think this matches our health, so if we get injured, I think it goes down. Surely third bite. Oh, there we go. It did change color, so that's 100% confirmed. Changed to orange, meaning we're at orange health. So that is very cool. The auto fire is a bit crazy. I'm not sure if I really like it. Seems like it wastes a lot of ammo. And we're out. And we can't get... Please don't get me. Alright. Cutscene time. I think we get in the charger and then we hit the nemesis. Oh, what a... How crazy. We're about to escape. Nope. Skip that. And there we go. We are in the charger. And the car isn't starting. Average Dodge Charger, whatever. I don't think that would ever work, but it's pretty cool. I think that guy probably weighs more than the vehicle, to be honest. Alright, now we're going to test it on the Mac. I will be back. Alright, so now we're moving on to the M4 Mac, and these are the settings I've got. I've got the game running at 1440p, metal effects set to quality, frame rate variable, VSync on, TAA, texture set to, we can set that to high, 2 gigs. Then I'll just quickly go through all the other settings. You can look at that if you want. Let me change the controllers as well. There we go. Alright, let's start. Standard. Skipping all the cutscenes. Alright, we're in third person and you can already tell. Actually, the hair looks really good. It's not like the Resident Evil 4 remake. So that's actually a big difference. Maybe they changed how metal effects works, but the hair looks good. Because one thing about the other ports is you can see the frame rate. I mean, the hair looks really bad. Going in the same scenes at 1440p that we played on the iPad, but with the M4, getting around 50 FPS on a lot high graphics. Skip all this. We don't really need any of this. I would easily play like this. You can even play in the iPad. It is a very good experience. Well, that dude's gonna fall. That's sad for him. Skip. Skip. Just kidding. We're getting good frame rate outside, which I'm pretty impressed by, especially in a pretty demanding scene. I think this is demanding. But Capcom have always been good at optimizing their games, except for Monster Hunter Wilds. Again, that same camera, we can see the heads actually looks pretty good on the Mac, which is surprising. Because again, a big upgrade I can tell already is with the old versions, the hair looks pretty bad. I'm seeing there's quite a lot of new additions to this version of the game. Like on the iPad, there's a new controller scheme. It used to just emulate controls. Of course, that's still there, but it seems like they've kind of changed it up a lot to make it a lot more playable with the auto fire and the new controller icons and stuff. Same section, around 57 in the open. It just looks great as well. Again, this is at 1440p, which is pretty impressive. You can already tell it's a lot more clear than the M1, but you can just tell how cool this environment looks. You can see in those posters we looked at earlier, it's definitely a lot more sharp here. We got the gun now. And I can actually aim now that I'm not going through a delay. Not even point wasting all my ammo, really. I think the theater sign falls down. Yikes. Dude will pop up in the bus. We're already seeing it looks a lot more sharp. Well, of course it looks more sharp. This is a lot newer chip than the M1. Get to the parking garage roof. We need more ammo. Cannot speak. Here's the weirdo who doesn't want help. I think later on there's an Easter egg where we can see him in a different state. I'll leave it at that. I don't want to spoil too much, but we can come back here later in the game, which is pretty cool. The controller lights seem to still be working, which is very nice. So if you have a DualSense, play it on that. Inventory management works different to the iPad version as well. Of course, we don't get the added real estate of the top screen when playing on this specific display, but it still looks really great. And I think the game actually supports HDR as well. So the colors might look a bit washed on the recording, but it looks really great on here because I'm playing in HDR. Call up the elevator. Oh. And oh crap, I just missed all my shots. I didn't expect to do worse when I'm trying to kill him than I was. What the heck? I cannot aim. I was aiming better on the iPad. At least this lets us test the lights. I'm just going to run around them. Get to the car. Alright. You can see the 60 FPS immediately is noticeable, let alone the graphics improvement. Whoa! That actually gave me a bit of a shock there. Start the car. This game is so good. If you haven't played it, you need to play it. Alright, now we can drive. Boom. There's a lot more particles than the iPad version. We can also see that. And I think, I'm surprised the cutscenes are in full quality. Pretty nice though. So now let's look at the fire bit. Already a lot more sharper. Anyway, I'm going to let you all try this game for yourself. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll also be covering Assassin's Creed Shadow on Mac when it releases tomorrow.